And welcome in. It is the Fantasy Football Forum. We are doing our game weekly for week 2 game preview series. We are doing something new. We are not breaking down every game in one single episode. However, we are breaking down each game all on its own. It should take a few minutes for each game. Nobody wants to listen to an hour of game breakdown. So if you are on a game that you don't want to hear about, but you want to find the game that we talk about, go search for it YouTube or Spotify, where our podcasts are located. This week, we are giving for these are not very in-depth analysis. If there's injury news, be aware of that. But we will give our starts, sits, if we think there's a sleeper or a bust in a particular game. And for this game, we are looking at the Dolphins and Patriots in week 2. That game has a 46.5 over-under, 46.5 point over-under for that game. This could potentially not be the same two offenses that we saw last week. Patriots have a different defense than the Chargers, so be aware of the ceiling potential limitation for Miami, although they did look good against the Chargers, but just be aware that 400 yards is probably not the norm, although if it is, if you draft Miami players, you certainly love that. Starting on the Miami side, you're starting Tua Tagovailoa, you're starting Tyreek Hill, you're starting Jalen Waddle, and I'm also going to say you're going to start Durham Smythe. On the Patriots side, you're starting in a 2 QB format, Mac Jones. I would start Kayshon Boutte and Hunter Henry, and then also Ramondre Stevenson. Sitting, I'm going to sit all Miami running backs for this game. It's probably not going to be a good game. I'm also sitting Zeke Elliott, Mike Gesicki. I'm also sitting Juju in this game, and the rest of the. You may not sit Kendrick Bourne. He would be the other one, other than Kayshon Boutte. I would consider starting as a sleeper. It's either going to be Hunter Henry or Durham Smythe. Let's face it. If you don't have a high end tight end, but even if you do, they've been injured. It's kind of rough out there. Both of those tight ends last week had great route participation and production for fantasy. Hunter Henry had better production. Durham Smythe was out there for all the routes though for Miami, so be aware of that. On bust, I'm going to say, and again, this is a weekly bust. I potentially think Waddle does not hit his projection. He does not have the same peripheral as Hill did last week. And so that's something that we should be monitoring. Going into this game could be a little bit tougher in New England than against the Chargers. So my call is going to be Jalen Waddle. All right, that'll do it for this game. If you would like to go find a different game, go search for it on YouTube and Spotify. And we'll see you next time.